Hi, I'm Borkon. Glad to have you here. Welcome back. And today I had a slightly different plan than this is gonna end up being. It's kind of connected to the reason why there hasn't been a Borkaland episode for, well, this is now like 2 weeks after the previous one. And I got stuck designing a thing. I was thinking about building finally something to hide the mob switch because, well, it's other than being noisy, it's also slightly ugly, so I want to hide it. And I finally got a design of something I want to build around it. It's kind of an insane design. It took me 20 hours in creative and I'm not even halfway done. I don't think I'm doing something very, very, very out of my comfort zone. I'm starting to like the results. I'm starting to like the design. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. It's gonna be a secret. But there is a problem with it. To build it, I need, actually completely by accident, I need this stuff. Or this stuff, red Nether bricks. Because I finally started liking the design after I started using red Nether bricks, and that made it work. Unfortunately, I need at least, and this is very much at least because the design, like I said, is absolutely not finished, I need at least 5,000 red Nether bricks, maybe up to 10,000. That means that we need somewhere between 10 and 20,000 Nether warts. I don't have a Nether wart farm. Let's just see how many Nether warts we have. 3 stacks here, couple of stacks here, and some here. So we need a Nether wart farm. I've done some design and research for how to do this. I have something that might work, but it's not a blueprint that I can just build here. So we'll do semi-live redstone design, or maybe not design, implementation. I don't know what to call it. But for that, let's just pick up some materials. Powered rails, anyone? Powered rails? I have so many minecarts and I have no powered rails. You know what? I have almost, not exactly promised, but almost promised this before. Why are my chests disappearing, by the way? I think it has something to do with the entity culling mod. It's very good for performance, but it does some weird things with visibility. Oh, see, that chest disappeared. That chest now disappeared. Oh, I think I can cause it to... No, well, this chest, that chest, and that chest disappears and comes back. I think the entity calling mod is doing weird things with disappearing chests and other entities, which is the point of it, but maybe it's buggy. Anyway, that's not what we're doing. What was I saying? Yes, I kind of promised that we're going to be making autocrafters for the things that I need in large amounts, and I do need rails in large amounts. Let's go to the redstone factory and build a powered rail autocrafter. Shouldn't be too hard. I'll just quickly design something. Why did I go here? I need to go here. Let's quickly design one, build one, and get to designing and building a Nether wart farm. And we've got a powered rail crafter, and I let it run for a few hours, so it's not our usual, oh, let's try it for the first time. I definitely let this one run for a while, and yeah, this took no time at all. So now we have all the powered rails. I probably need to feed it more gold because I still, of course, need to feed it, or not still, but I definitely need to feed it gold manually. And it's one of the autocrafters that is, how should I call it? So basically, this one works like this. There is a chest here with, well, the main material. And in this case, the main material is gold or gold ingots. And the hopper just feeds the gold ingots into the crafting dropper. And we have a comparator somewhere. I'm trying to see where the comparator is. But basically, we have a comparator. Oh, come on, where are you? There, this one. This comparator is looking at the crafting dropper. This is the crafting table, and the crafting dropper is behind here, or right here. When the signal level reaches certain levels, so for example, when the first one that gets triggered is here, it's this dropper, it throws in a stick. Actually, that's a lie, because the first one that gets triggered is this one. It's the placeholder item. Then the next one, when the signal level gets high enough, it shoots in a stick here, and then through, I think, this line down here, yeah, this line down here, we shoot in the redstone dust, and when we reach maximum signal level, so with this circuit here, we perform the craft. It's relatively simple to build them like this. Of course, they end up a little bit messy, but this was the easiest way to achieve it, and it's good enough. And especially, I don't need it to be particularly fast because I want hopper speed to keep up, and yeah, now it does. So now we have tons of powered rails. Let me just pick them up, because I actually noticed that this chest is completely full. I'm assuming... Oh, the hopper isn't full. So, does this mean that a double chest of gold gives us exactly a double chest of rails? Oh, that's very possible, because I was worried that it didn't shut down correctly, because it is, of course, like all my autocrafters in the redstone factory, it is supposed to be shutting down automatically when it is full, and it is. So this is the signal that comes from... So this is the chest, right? And there is a comparator here, and it only turns on when the chest is completely full, and it is. And it goes to this sticky piston, which raises... can I jump up here? No, because I put a light up there. And... oh, okay, so this block turns it off. So, yeah, it's actually working exactly the way it should. Let's give it gold and see if it starts working again, because, yeah, okay, so this block went down, which means that it should start autocrafting. Okay, so today I learned. Wait. Pick. Okay, it is definitely crafting now. So today I learned one double chest of gold gives exactly one double chest of powered rails. But like I was saying, I don't want this machine to be too fast, because otherwise I would have to have a much more complicated system for picking up the powered rails, because we're crafting so many at a time. And so a simple design, well, bulky but simple design like this works perfectly for powered rails. And as you can see here, I have marked out an area where the previous building should be, and isn't, because I am lazy. I need to get to the buildings here. And the new building is gonna start here, so I just separated them like this. I think I said one time that I shouldn't build new crafters unless I have buildings around the old ones, but, well, here we are. Right, we have all the rails. I have... what else do I need from here for the build that I will be using in large amounts? The only thing I'm going to be using in large amounts is hoppers. Because, yes, I already have a design for... Well, I don't have a design. I have a very good idea and 80% of a design for the Nether Wart farm. So I know I'm going to be using a lot of hoppers. So since we're here, let's pick up hoppers. You are the hopper crafter, right? I think this was the one that had a very, yes, very awkward to reach chest. I might as well just grab all of these, since I'm already AFKing here, so my second account here is AFKing here, keeping everything loaded. And everything is still working exactly as it should. Every time I fly by here, I get scared that I'm gonna get blown up by the Nether Wood farm. But it all works. And I can stand here. Yeah, this thing is still working great. This has been ridiculously reliable, other than the one bug at the beginning of 1.17. But after I fix all the bugs, I'm actually proud of this machine. It's a good machine. Right, Nether Wart farm. Now the big question is, where do I build it? It's gonna have a lot of hoppers, so it's not gonna be laggy, but it's gonna have a lot of hoppers, so I don't want to have near my base. I will go around in my nether tunnels and see which areas are connected, and I'm gonna pick one, or maybe start a new area. We'll see. And the decision has been made. I'm gonna build it right next to the pumpkin farm, because I just like it. I like the building, I like the area. It's relatively flat, there is a lot of space here, and I might just make this into larger scale industrial area, maybe, potentially. At least it will give me an excuse to connect this to the Nether Tunnel network, because I haven't done that yet. So, yeah, I'll just build it right here. So I built a test farm in Creative, and it generated around 500 Nether warts per hour. I said I need around 10 to 20,000 Nether warts just right now. So if I want to do it in 20 hours, I need to build it twice as big as I did in Creative. That's not a problem at all. How did I do it in Creative? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 for some reason. That's how many Nether warts I had in one row, and I had 6 rows. So I had around... how much is that? 130-ish? Math is hard, but somewhere in that area. Let's make it 24. 24 in a row, it makes math simpler. Or maybe 16. 16 makes math even simpler. And I just make it longer. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So, what did I count here? Let's remove 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes. So, another row will be here. All right. I'll build it up. We're not going to be building everything on camera today, because that doesn't work. That's so hard to do it right. I sometimes manage to do it right, and then I fail 5 times, and this, I think, will require some thinking. So I'm not going to do that. This one is going to be built, well, you're going to see the first stage now. Phase 1 is built. So the way this is gonna work is that the AFK player is gonna sit in a minecart and aim around here. It's kind of hard to show, but it's on the 3rd pixel when you're in the minecart. I don't want to put down the minecart just yet, but when you're in the minecart, you're gonna be aiming exactly at the 3rd pixel here, and the minecart is gonna be running around here. Hold the Nether wart in... one in the offhand, I think, like this. And the tool to harvest the Nether warts is going to be in the main hand. And you just hold right and left click, and that plants the Nether wart. And the trick is, the way these farms work, is that if you aim exactly right, and I have already found that you need to aim on the 3rd pixel in the texture here, you will not hit the Nether wart until it is actually fully grown. Because, oh, okay, now this one actually grew. This is the 2nd stage. So as you can see, like, I can click and I'm not hitting it. But once this has grown to full size, and yeah, this is age 1, it needs to be age 3. Once it grows to age 3, it is harvestable if you're sitting in a minecart and aiming correctly. The AFK player is going to be sitting here and harvesting these and just going around and around and around. And all the loot is picked up with hoppers, because I am lazy. And not only that, I don't want to have another minecart adventure. Because the standard way, the way I've seen Psycraft do this, is to have a hopper minecart run after the player. But trying to synchronize 2 minecarts, I don't know. They are magicians, they know how to do it. I don't. Every time I tried, the minecarts go out of sync, they start bouncing, so the AFK player doesn't run correctly. It's just a nightmare. I don't want to fight 2 minecarts. And the hoppers, they don't cost me anything. Actually, I already did tick entities just to see how much performance these hoppers are eating. 0.75 milliseconds of CPU time per tick. This is nothing. I went for 256 plants because it's a nice round number. Should give us, in my estimates, when doing this without a fortune-free tool, this should give around 1000 Nether warts per hour. And with a fortune-free tool, that should give us around 2000-ish. I'm not exactly sure, but since I need 20,000 AFK here for 10 hours, and I'm done. And this will be useful for the future. I guess I could set up a brewing setup in this area. There is a lot of space here, and I like, well, I like the way this looks. So we could build here. If I ever want to large brewing setup, it's probably gonna end up here then. Right, let's finish this, because of course this is just the basics. Now we need all the complex mechanism that is gonna make all of this work. And the first thing I need to do actually is to waterlog all the rails. I need to waterlog the rails because that slows down the minecart enough that we don't miss a spot. Without the water, the player moves too fast and misses. So the water definitely is necessary. I think I have everything that's needed for just a first test. I did a test run manually, and it kind of worked. I think I'm aligned correctly, but of course I'm not going to be sitting there myself. I am going to be using my second account as a bot. By the way, if you didn't know, it's a non-secret. The entire technical community is always using bots for everything, and most modern farms are actually designed around using bots. So I tried to be a little bit sneaky about it in the past and say like, oh, my second account is doing things. Yeah, I've been using carpet bots because it's just easier. I don't have to have a second computer running continuously clicking buttons. That's it. That's basically it. It's just both safer for the server and safer for me, and doesn't eat as much resources. That's basically it. Let's set up the bot. If you haven't seen how this is done in the past, this will be a little bit of a guide. I do player Borkcam spawn, and Borkcam has spawned here. Player Borkcam mount gets into the minecart. Now, I have written down the coordinates I need to look at. Player Borkcam look at minus 1179.5, 68.5, 300.5. Looking in the right direction, I think. Actually, I will enable this manually because I just want to see that things are looking good. Yeah, and now we do player Borkcam use continues. I already see I made a mistake, but maybe it will work. Borkcam attack continues. So use is right-clicking and attack is left-clicking. And now, yeah, the bot is both right-clicking and left-clicking. We don't get back enough, or rather, the Nether Warts that drop, so many of them get sucked up by the hoppers that the AFK player, or bot in this case, doesn't get enough back into the inventory. But that is fine, because the entire loot system goes through this thing here, which picks up the Nether Warts, and it's a little bit, it's a very small, simple item elevator with a gold pressure plate on the top. So when there is something on the gold pressure plate, the clock that enables the dropper stops. And there, oh, we completely missed it. So we will have to wait for another round for this to happen. But we will see the next time the bot goes past this pressure plate, picks up some Nether Warts into the hand. Like in the beginning, this is gonna suck completely because all of them grew up, so all of them got harvested at the same time. But in normal running, there shouldn't be more than 5 or maybe 10 that get harvested every round. Not even 10, that's probably impossible. This will be enough to fill up the inventory of the bots to reharvest everything that got planted, even if we don't pick anything up while harvesting, but we should be picking up quite a bit. It's just that we're picking up maybe half of what we need, so this should be perfectly fine. And if it's not enough, I will just make it longer, how long this thing extends, or the piston here retracts and turns on the clock. So, oh, we should see it now. Yeah, there we go. And there's enough Nether Warts on the pressure plates so that we can pick them up next time. This should work. Yeah, we're not picking up a lot. I should probably replant things manually a little bit, just to help out. Like, this will stabilize after maybe 20 minutes or so, I suspect, but yeah. And by the way, I added the roof here because phantoms. I am not ready to build a building around this yet, and that's because the building that I intend to build is exactly or very similar to the one that we have back there, because I just like it. Like, It's super simple, but it looks nice. But since this is a Nether Wart farm, I want to build it of red Nether brick, and yeah, we don't have enough Nether Warts for red Nether brick. So I will let this run for a few hours, then get enough Nether bricks to build a building around this. And in the meantime, we kind of want the roof above this, so yeah, so accidents don't happen. I also now need to. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, have some in the hand. And replanted. Oh, didn't even replant half of a row before running out. So yeah, this is gonna take a few rounds. I suspect about 20 minutes, but that's just a complete guess. That might be completely incorrect. I'll help out a little bit here. I don't see any reason why this would be unstable. Of course, those are always my famous last words, but that's why I build these things in survival before making guides about them. So if this works, I will actually publish a guide about it because I haven't seen one, and well, they probably are. It's not my invention. This is a design that I've definitely seen Psycraft use. So in multiple situations. So this is absolutely no new invention, but it's a nice farm, and I hope it works well. We have a loot system. I don't think we have picked up anything just yet. No, we're still refilling this. Unfortunately, there are 2 hoppers here that need to get filled before we start getting anything into the shulker box loader. And yeah, we're getting some Nether warts. This one is now completely full, which is nice. These are there. The bot has completely filled all the rows now. Yeah, so we should be getting some steady rates now. I hope it's around 1,000 per hour. So by 1,000 per hour, we should definitely start filling this up within an hour. Because these hoppers have space for, what, 300 each? And once these 2 are completely full, we should be loading the shulker box. And, by the way, as a complete departure from my usual build style, I built a door. Oh yeah, my build abilities are evolving. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face when saying that. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try to find some tools. I hope I have a villager with fortune free tools, and if not, we have fortune free. Let's just enchant a bunch of shovels. Actually, I'm thinking what durability does a shovel have? About 2,000. I think for diamond is 1,700. So we should be, and with unbreaking free, that lasts what, 5,000 uses or something like that, or maybe even more, 6,000 uses. I'll have to look it up. But I mean, I need 10,000 Nether warts. 1 shovel should definitely be enough. And I'm saying shovel because it doesn't matter what tool you use to pick those up as long as it's enchanted with fortune. And just checking if it was picking up, and everything is being picked up. So it doesn't matter which tool you're using, and shovels are the cheapest to make in case I want to make the manual. Of course, cheapest doesn't really matter for me because everything is 1 emerald. So yeah, let's go try to pick up some tools and see if we can get fortune on this, which pretty much doubles the rates. I've got the tools. Well, I have the tool. It's just a hoe. I don't think we need anything else. I actually don't know. What's the durability on a hoe? I might have done the wrong thing. Can we see the durability now? No, of course not, because it's unbreaking. So it's going to take a few attempts to... There we go. 1,561. That's good. Oh no! I missed it. I need to turn this thing off so the cycle ends and we can... well, we need to do things to the bot because it's not that simple when doing this with tools. Actually, it's probably a bad idea to do it the way I did it right now, because now the bot is gonna fill up inventory with all the Nether warts that are being spat out here. So yeah, we need to fill the bot's inventory and give him a diamond hoe. The bot has landed. So let's stop. We need to get rid of the bot. It's not strictly necessary. It can be done in an easier way or in some other way, but I'm just gonna get the bot to spawn right here. We don't want any inventory. Drop stack all. I'll take these. Thank you. Oh, it wasn't even... Oh, it was a stack? No, it wasn't even a stack. Wow. That's actually interesting. So, the way we're gonna equip the bot right now is... Bam. Pick that up. So that goes in the main hand now, because the inventory is completely empty. Let's do player Bork... swap hands. Now it goes into the offhand. We need a tool. That goes into the main hand, and now we need to fill its inventory with just junk. And I guess I'm just gonna make a ton of iron shovels. Because, well, I have iron, so why not? Fill your inventory, please. Yeah, picking all that up. I think this should be enough. Come on. Yeah, that's the limit of what the bot can pick up. That's perfect. The bot is now completely perfectly equipped. Player Borkam kill. Spawn. Mount. The look at coordinates are written down there. Look at -1179.5, 68.5, 300.5. Oh. Perfect. And yeah, this should be good. And by the way, the reason why I didn't use a pickaxe, I had actually pickaxes with fortune, like lots of them, but I don't want the pickaxe to be able to break the basalt here. And actually, I could use wood here and a pickaxe in the hand. Well, as long as the tool isn't the correct tool to use for the job, then that should be fine. Use continues, attack continues. There we go. Perfect. Now it's just time to hurry up and wait. So I was just editing the video and I checked on the farm, just wanted to see how the AFK session is going, and I see this. Unfortunately, mob switches don't prevent raid or pillager patrols from spawning. They're not called raids. I don't know why I keep calling them raids. They're not raids, they're just pillager patrols. But yeah, we got a pillager patrol here, and yeah, my second account is dead. I'm hoping that all the loot, well, all the loot is definitely somewhere in the hoppers picked up, so I probably didn't lose much. Let's see what the progress was. Oh, that's annoying. I actually need to set up... I mean, it was just laziness to not set up glass walls around here. Well, maybe I need to protect this slightly better. Someday I will actually read about the mechanics of pillager patrols, when they spawn and how they spawn and how to prevent them from spawning. Yeah. This is how much... Oh, come on. This was maybe 10 minutes. So 10 minutes after I went AFK, I spent maybe 4, 5, 6 hours now. I can check actually the time steps. Yeah, about 5 hours. And my bot died after maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Oh, that's so unfortunate. All right, I'm gonna set it up again and run it again. This is... But how do I prevent pillager patrols from spawning? I think everything needs to have a roof, right? Because they definitely must have shot him from here. And even if I set up a wall here, it doesn't mean that they will be prevented from spawning here. I really don't want to build a building around this until I actually have the red nether bricks, because I really want this to use red nether bricks. And I probably... Oh, yeah. The nether warts on this plate are despawning unless I turn it off, and I'm suspecting... Oh, actually the dropper didn't lose everything just yet. Actually didn't lose much. What's going on? Oh, because the area wasn't loaded, of course, because he died. That's fine. Okay, so we didn't lose any nether warts. Actually, that's not true. Let's make sure that I didn't lie. No, we didn't lose any nether warts. How do I prevent them? Like, I suspect they don't spawn under a roof. So what would prevent them from spawning would be a roof. Alternatively, I will just take some glass. Which box in this chance monster are you? There is some glass here. And I think if I set up the glass somewhere around here-ish, should be safe enough. Maybe. I don't know how this works. Minecraft is hard. They can probably, yeah, they can climb up here and shoot him from there. So, and close this, close this. I will remove this glass in the future because it definitely doesn't belong here. It's not supposed to look like this. But and they can probably, oh yeah, there's, well, nothing. Skeletons won't spawn because the mob switch is on. But if there is a pillager patrol, then you probably shoot him from up here as well. Oh, he was actually shot right here. So there were pillagers from this side because this is the, yeah, the XP orbs are definitely mean that he got, yeah, okay. Stop being lazy, put up the wall all the way around so at least we have some chance of not getting shot all the time. Good enough, good enough. Yeah, this is definitely good enough. If he gets shot, he does, oh well, he could probably get shot from here. Can I shoot it? Actually, let's use the crossbow. With a good enough angle. I don't think the pillagers shoot this far, but if I actually shot like this... Is this actually the first time I shoot a crossbow? Apparently. But from here, maybe, but I don't think they shoot that far. It's fine, and if it's not fine, I will just add another layer and mumble and swear and probably not record anything about that because it will just annoy me. Goodbye, crossbow. Right, we should be... Can we be shot from here? Maybe this angle, actually. If a pillager stands here and shoots my AFK bot, then, well, that pillager deserves to have that kill. So I'll give it to him. Of course, that means that it will definitely happen. Okay. Let's make everything safe-ish. Fine. And... There will be a proper building soon, but not right now. So I thought about phantoms, that's why the roof is here, but I didn't think about pillagers. Right, okay, set up the bot again, and let's run this. I really want the silly Nether Warts to get the Nether brick so I can build a building around that, but that doesn't seem likely because I need to finish editing the video and release it soon. So we'll see if there will be time, might not be. Another indication of how soon after I logged out this happened is just the durability on the hull. It went down 1. Or maybe that means that we don't lose any durability when harvesting this? Oh, that would be interesting. I will check later, but if we're not losing any durability on the tool, that's pretty amazing. That's great. But in case we do, it's fine. I don't think we need to worry about too much about that. I might add another tool recycler there, at least for a version, because I will probably release a video about this, because I like it, even though it's not my design. Like, this is mostly just what Psycraft has done, but I will, like, there's a little bit of my twist on this without any hop minecart, which is probably just makes it worse, but yeah. In case people are interested, this is a very simple to build version. Right, and if I throw anything else, have a bucket. Doesn't pick up bucket. Right, let's set it up and go AFK again and edit, because there is so much editing to do on this video. And a couple of hours of AFKing later, I come back and, well, it's not looking good. I got 1 full shulker box and very little left there. And when I was actually looking at this, all of these rows were empty. These ones I just replanted. I've spent a couple of hours in creative already trying to solve the problem. Oh, and I need to explain what the problem is, by the way. The problem turns out to be that when I was running this AFK without tools, it works just fine, because every time the bot picks up new Nether Warts from the pressure plates, or just in any way, they end up in the main hand, so that's fine. Unfortunately, with the Nether Warts in the offhand, you can't ever run out. And it turns out that there are situations where you can run out. For example, if I started the bot right now, there are 4 rows, yeah? So the 4 rows would get removed, and then all the Nether Warts in the offhand would get placed on either the same blocks or actually the blocks that are empty right now, and then that's it. Then the bot can't pick up the Nether Warts anymore because they need to go into the offhand, and well, there is nothing in the offhand. that is a problem. I have a couple of ideas for how to fix this, but those ideas will have to wait for another day because this video has been way too long already, and I kind of want to get it out. And it's fine, the machines don't have to work perfectly all the time. For now, I will just run this without a fortune tool, and I'll spend a couple of hours or days or however long it takes in creative to try to figure out if there is any way to make it work. Because, well, like I said, I have a couple of ideas, but they might not work. So that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a good. I was about to say have a good wart, but words are not nice. Have a good Nether Wart anyway. Bye.